Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. This is going to be the last video for about a week. Um, and then after next week, depending on when I get to doing the recordings, that'll be like all of the Final Fantasy Let's Play content for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. So, let's talk to people. Empire's in shambles, huh? No wonder we're getting a rest break. Very well. I'm not sure I like what he's done with his hair, but yeah, whatever. The hunger, huh? Ever being so light and spry, huh? Seems like he got a bit more of an Adam's apple now, too. And a bit more neck, honestly. Check this shit out, man. The Crystarian people made a doll out of you. On a coin or as an automaton? They probably did both. Every time I see the word pray in an RPG, I think about how in the 90s that was like verboten. It was just, you know, you had to change it to like wish or thinking, you know. Very, very occasionally the word pray or prayer might sweep into a game. Just sneak in through the back door, but wasn't very often. Okay, so his staff is actually part of the Crystal Tower, so he's literally taken part of the, you know, taken his okay, cool. Oh, they went to Doma, huh? But I never did any of those quests. They're smitten with the newcomer, the both of them, but I won't let him come between us. If he were to join us on the other hand... Oh my god, she's thinking of having a foursome? I mean, I guess that works out in pornography. It just seems like it'd be kind of awkward. Actually, before we go in there, let's go in here. Dawn's Respite. Very well. The lights are on in here now. By thine account, the 14th seat of the convocation was known as Azim. At the title's distinctly familiar ring, mine imagination could not fail but run wild. From Azima the Warden in Eorzea to Azim the Dawnfather in the Far East. In nigh every corner of Heideland do those deities revered as personifications of the sun share like names. Could they all perhaps trace their origin to the 14th seat? I did muse. Though it may I'm just gonna say never. May it never be proven or otherwise, such a theory, I do believe, lieth firmly within the realm of possibility. As you know, in the Seeker of the Sun culture, the title Tia indicates a male who does not preside over territory. I thought it was males who weren't allowed to have sex, because, you know, the nuns are the only ones allowed to breed, and therefore that makes you like Skyrim's orcs, and also it makes you like lions in real life, and that means that almost all of you are horribly inbred, but, you know, whatever. So basically, Y'shtola isn't going to recognize that he was a leader at all, and is going to continue to call him somebody who doesn't have the right to mate. What a bitch! It's like, she doesn't even partake in her normal culture anyway. She never has. She lived in Charlayan, for God's sakes. Like, the only thing cultural about her is her fucking name, right? Because, like, she was basically raised by Matoya. Go figure. Oh, you know what? I forgot to talk to Unokohai. My bad. Sorry for the loading screens, but we're gonna have to go through another one. Alright, Nuklahai. Tell me about yourself. Okay, so he's gonna go through his whole mash spiel again, and now he's gonna have his real dialogue change. As I understand, you were summoned across the rift to another world, the first, whereupon you reversed its perilous pitch towards light. But your deeds did not end there. Nay, you then went on to strike down no lesser an Ascian than the emissary himself, Elidibus. To the last he stayed his course, rendering up his life for his mission, and he may well have accomplished it were it not for you. Your victory is an event to be rejoiced, as are all victories over the Ascians. Yet if truth be told, I find my heart is torn. For as much suffering as he caused, Elizabeth saw fit to save my life. Did he really, though? I mean, wouldn't he have made you have to renounce the flesh to bring you across the rift? Aren't you just like a spirit with a corporeal spirit, as it were? Maybe he's too young to know the difference. Also, it's an interesting parallel there. He was saved by Elizabeth, who was revealed when we killed him to have been a child when he was part of the convocation. And Uncle High is here, and he is a child. And he's taken up the Ascian habits of wearing a mask and a robe and all that shtick, so... Anywho, you might be wondering what there is to do other than... you know, since there's no real story to show off anymore. Well, I had some ideas about that. Basically, there's a couple of things we could try to show off. For one, there's all of the level 80 job quests. And I definitely intend to show those off. I've actually never seen the Red Mage one, so the Red Mage one will be new to me, as will the Astrologian one. Those jobs I never got around to leveling on my main. Like, Astro on my main is almost level 73, and Red Mage is like 74.5 or something. So, like, those will be new to me. So I'm going to show those off, because I might as well. But as far as the main story actually goes, if you don't care about the job quests, we're all done. The main story is done for now. There's no more until next Tuesday. Arya, I hope this missive finds you well. Should you come across Clyde in reference toll, pray send him to me in the Alamegan Quarter. I have need of his help. What could be happening in Alamigo, I wonder? Well, I suppose there's one sure way to find out. Let's go. Well, we could go there. We really could. Or we could switch to Dragoon. Where's Dragoon? We could switch to Dragoon, and we could go... actually, I don't remember where Dragoon's level 80 quest starts. I've only done Dragoon's level 80 quest once, whereas I've done Dark Knights twice. And... well, I've never done Astrologians. I don't even know where Astrologians starts. I would assume it starts in Ishgard, but it might start in the Far East. Let's see. Lives of the Observatorium. Gone but not forgiven. Okay, yes, so it's interesting. They don't put blue plus marks on these job quests at all, even though I'm sure at some point they'll be required to advance your job. Basically, by this point, though, the job quests have recognized that you are far and away beyond, like you've transcended mortal limitations. You are not like other people at all. Like they can't even begin to pretend that they're going to teach you something new. Gone but not forgiven. And I'll tell you right now, the reason I'm picking this up is because it's going to allow us to do some one-stop shopping in the Alamegan Quarter. So... one of these days, I kind of want to take Clyde back to a really simple glamour, like when he was first starting out. Because you remember, he started as a Lancer in Gridania. I really should have played Dragoon more, but I don't know, Dark Knight seemed appropriate, and tank queues are usually faster. wonder if Nidhogg ever found peace, huh? Why would it be doomed to wander endlessly? Why wouldn't it join with the life stream? Also, isn't there a tinge of him still left in Estinian? We know that there is, because we saw Estinian, we experienced Estinian use Nidhogg's power to destroy the Proto-Ultima weapon. To Zenith! Yeah, sure, whatever. But actually, we're gonna stop by Ishgard real quick to see if we can't pick up Astrologian and Dark Knight quests. Because we might as well pick them all up now, but that's kind of weird to hear Alberic say, but, well, things change. Let's see. It's kind of funny, if we ever go back and do any of the side quests that we skipped out on, like, they're not going to address all the stuff we've done, and it'll just be like, oh yeah, you can get us some supplies for camp that we need or whatever, and it's horribly disjointed. If you are going to side quest in this game, which I do on my main, I would highly recommend doing them as you go through the main story, so that you don't feel too disjointed when you do them. Just my 2 cents. Now let's see. Our closure, yeah, that's the Dark Knight one. Okay. Let's switch over to Dark Knight real quick so we can pick that up. This is like supposedly Dark Knight's expansion or whatever. But it's kind of funny to me. They always tell us that like whatever job's expansion it's going to be is going to have it really good. And so far, the only time that has occurred is Heaven's Word, and technically Stormblood, because when they revealed Samurai in the second half of the trailer, people came to understand that it was more Samurai's expansion than it was Monks. And yeah, neither Monk nor Dark Knight really got to live it up in their expansion, in my opinion. Insofar as being like the strongest job or whatever, or like really, really good for their role. Yeah, Clyde gets to sound like an insane idiot. Takes a special kind of bastard to become a Dark Knight. Much less a warrior of light, don't you think? Too stubborn to die. Yeah, that pretty much describes Living Dead. Being grim and dark will only get you so far, don't you remember? It's like the Mughals, like Sir Alpain said himself. The flame in the abyss, the love you bear for the ones you hold most dear, that is the source of true strength. Clyde could have never made it this far if his heart wasn't filled to the brim with love. Oh, that's how lovely you can relate about his surrogate daughter, huh? What? I have not once thought of you as my father. Man, Junior Mint there does not like that comparison. Master and disciple, manservant and noblewoman. How about Chocobo's arse and whatever you damn well like? Gods, you can be daft sometimes. I guess Riel's in love with him. Dunny, huh? Read the... Okay, it didn't start glowing for a second. Within the sealed envelope is paper, which you unfold to find a message written in strangely familiar scrawl. Clyde Wyvernhide. You'll forgive me for the sudden correspondence and the secrecy. You helped me in a way, once upon a time. It's past time I said as much, and so here we are. Feels like a lifetime ago, come to think of it. You've been through quite a lot since then, accomplished incredible things. I'd like to think that, in some way, I was part of your journey. Far from the best, no doubt, but for me and my own journey, I think it's safe to say that you've been, well... There's no suitable words to describe it, really. I've done things, made decisions. Looking back, I can't help but feel more than a little foolish. But such is life, and we have to seize what few opportunities we have for closure, even if it is through the written word and not face to face. So wherever you are, I hope you're happy. Still fighting, still adventuring, still doing what you do, doing what you love. Be well. The letter bears no signature or any obvious clues to the author's identity. Perhaps Lunny can shed light on the mystery. It's probably someone we yelled at while we were angsty before we fought Frey. Then again, who knows? Maybe it's an Ishgardian citizen, I don't know. Well, actually I do know, but... Alright, Looney, tell me things. Are you the girl I saved from being raped? Yep, it's the girl we saved from being raped back at level 30. Her ears are rather rounded. Sir Patronade, huh? Okay. At times it was as if there were two of you. So I'll just warp on over to the Forgotten Night real quick. Up in the barracks, eh? Very well. It would make us do legwork on Dark Knight. Ahem. How may I be of service, Master Wyvernhide? Tell me who wrote this. Orella of Ralluder's Reach. After the battle at Gimlet Dark, I spent a few nights there, you see. I can only assume that whoever sent it to the Reach had heard tell of the battle between you and Lord Xenos and how you had been brought to the Barber. However, by the time it arrived, you had long since been spirited away to Ishgard. Had Lunny not recognized you from my stories, I do not know how I might have seen it to your hand. If you seek the author, mayhap you should pay a visit to the Reach? I know only what I told you, but surely Orella... Or is that Aurelia? No, it's two elves. Okay, Orella can tell you more. Very well. Old wound that had never quite healed, huh? From when Specula Imperatoris fell. Aw, Clyde pulled him out of the rubble. That's a nice touch, game. That's a nice touch. But before we leave Ishgard, let's switch over to Astrologian. And go on over to the Athenaeum Astrologicum, however you say that. Love astrology. Words are hard. Love astrologically. Something, mayhap the stars, tells you that Jenna Gwynard would like a word or two. 100. Clyde, you always seem to know the precise moment at which your services are required. Such is the mark of an accomplished astrologian, if I do say so myself. Which would, of course, imply you're already aware of what I would ask of you, yet I shall indulge you with my request nonetheless. It is Master Rufin. Following our return from Kugane, she has been distant, well, more distant than usual, enough to give one pause at least. I thought I might ascertain the source of her worriment with the deck of 60, was presented the usual slumgullion of vague portents and portentous vagaries. By the time I unwrapped my throbbing head from the spread, all I could discern was something about a dark wind blowing from the east. I suppose this could imply any number of things. Ill tidings from our allies in Doma, a rainstorm brewing over the Black Shroud, a fire at that fine patisserie near the Ark of the Venerable. Why, I suppose even you could be the dark wind. No, right. Let us simply say I am worried about our companion, but am at a loss as to how I might help her. Aveva has been spending much of her days up at the last vigil, staring blankly out over the sea of clouds. I've attempted speaking with her, but the lady is about as receptive to my concern as one might expect. Perhaps, though, she would prove more forthcoming with her star pupil? Very well, very well. We shall go see her. But we're gonna get out of this robe, because, like, I don't like this robe at all. So we're just gonna glam our down mask and drape to talk. not back on, and skirts are not my jam either, so Pagos culottes. And these are also not really that good, so just I don't know, Pagos boots. How does it look white and white? I didn't dye it white before. Let's dye it white. Let's see. There's a new glam on the fly in the middle of this video here. Oh, white boots. We'll make the whole dang set white. So we can be a healer. Maybe we should make the boots black. Or the pants black. Maybe the pants black would be good. Yeah, that works. Alright, tell me things, madame. A fool to think what? Oh, really? Good friend. Might you remember Kyokuho? Okay. Is he like teleporting in right now? Let's hide weapons, shall we? I'm kind of digging how the Astrologian armbands are looking from the hands and stuff with the Dalmascan drape top. I'm digging this glam, even though it was very impromptu. Lady Leveva's in love. Her archenemy defeated, her father's memory honored, and the city saved, Lady Leveva has conquered the countless peaks that rose before her with an air of aplomb that would belie her mere 16 summers. And now bereft of... Wait, she's only as old as Alphonode and Alisaie? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. And now bereft of purpose, she has turned her eyes to companionship to fill the void that lies agape in her heart. I think she was doing business. Those massive stone effigies to raw masculinity. That's one way of saying statues of dragoons. Don't tell me you take that addle-pated moon boy seriously. If she is smitten with some unknown individual, and I am by no means implying that she is, it is my duty as a friend of her father to determine if the cur is worthy of Lady Leveva's attention. Let me guess, this is going to turn out like an anime fic or whatever, where like both the guys are in love with her, and they think she's in love, but she's not. I guess we'll find out. Oh, come on. Did I already get a crit? Yeah, whatever. What happens if you stance swap while neutral sect is on? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Of course, you can't do that in combat, so... But you could do that before combat. Wow, that means that... Technically, before a pull and a raid, you could put double shields on everybody. With a single Astrologian. Huh. That did not occur to me. And? What do you mean? Just... Come on, dude. This was your idea. Quiet of Camp Dragonhead, huh? Already promised to another. What? You've got an arranged marriage going on back in Charlian? Yeah, she's taken, man. All the good ones are. Or at least that's what I thought. Until... I gave my current girlfriend a Legend of Zelda art book with a note in it that said, "Hey, I like you and we should go on a date. And if you're taken, please don't hate me." More or less. I mean, that's extreme paraphrasing. It was much more eloquently written, with a bunch of hard words in there. And so she went on a date with me, and So Charlian is a fan of arranged marriages? Wow. That sucks. I wonder if that means the twins are already in arranged marriages since they're 16 and she's 16. Okay. Okay, to Camp Dragonhead then. I have no idea where this Astrologian one's gonna tell us to go. If it tells us to go, like, far away or whatever, we're gonna warp over to Zenith and do that portion of the, Dragoon quest. Because the Dragoon quest will eventually tell us to go to the Almegan Quarter, which then we'll be able to finally pick back up the Red Mage Strand to do as much one-stop shopping as possible. That's a lot of regen. 21k regen, that's ridiculous. Where are you? Oh, okay. It's my own fault, I suppose. So how are you going to marry your betrothed if you're never going back to Charlian and you're presumed dead? Oh, okay. Hey, look, she's telling us exactly what we want to hear, or know. So what's up? What's wrong? Uh-huh. Hey, I've been to one of those. I crossed an interdimensional gap into a planet that occupies the exact same physical space as our own. Correct. Okay. Basically, that's a big fancy way of saying the stars are always there, whether you can see them or not. Kinda cool, I guess. My elbow just popped in the most glorious way. By the way, if you're not interested in the job quests, well, I'm sorry. I just wanted to... I wanted to be able to show all the Scions dialogue in a video, and also not just have it be, you know, like a 10-minute video. Wouldn't really fit the theme of a Let's Play where, like, the shortest video is, like, 19 minutes long, and only because of recording necessity at the time. Because he is, maybe? What? But you just told me that you didn't. Never spoken a truer word, huh? The world? The stars? No. That's dumb, and you're dumb. I guess it's asexual representation, though, maybe. Yes, actually. Where is Coimporain anyway? We haven't seen him in ages. Okay, so you just showed up for like a day, and now you're teleporting away? Very well. Cool beans. Heh. Very well. Yay, achievements! You get unique titles for these as well. And most of them have to do with interplanetary travel. So let's see. Back to Dragoon. To Zenith. Or Zenith. We're just gonna like show up and talk to Ray's Belger. Also, you know what? I'm a pretty big fan of this Dragoon helmet. I really am. But let's see if we can't glam his Dragoon back to its simpler days. I don't think we'll be able to because I think I've, for the most part, there's going to be pieces missing. But we might be able to come up with a decent, halfway decent glamour that, you know, isn't too out there or too gaudy. Maybe. Although what's most important to me is getting it with matching color, you know. Yeah, let's just helmet off. And let's see, was there anything in a saddlebag that I kept for just such an occasion? I don't think so, but let's see. Do we have any rust red dye? At least? No. We don't. But it would be the right color for the Crystarium boots. Although the metal on them is too dark. Let's see. We need to go get rust red dye if we really want to complete this glam. Well, it could be worse, I suppose. Let's see. We can still do simple with we just had the wrong colors going for us. Until we get it right. Well, we can't really say, honestly, that he was the wellspring of our strength, because we had the blessing of light going for us. Forever joined, huh? Nidhogg was without equal, even among our kind. Well, what about Midgard Sormer? You saying he was stronger than Daddy? Huh. Valued strength above all else, huh? None but Ratatoskor truly understood him, huh? Sounds like Kratos from God of War. Mist lilies, huh? Well, okay. That's up where Ratatoskor died. I still love how this entire zone is basically a reference to Revern Site A01 or Revern Site in general in Final Fantasy XI. It was Bahamut's Roost. Let's see, Mist Lilies, Mist Lilies, Mist Lilies. Yeah, I've killed a lot of dragons. Not quite as many as I've killed people, but... Oh, I did kill them, so... Let's see. So we'll hop over to Rauger's Reach first on Dark Knight. Just because we can. Since we gotta go there anyway, we might as well go there first. Save on the teleport cost, you know. It's a favorite destination and all. I guess that's gonna be the doctor? The alchemist or whatever. It's funny, I know this sword that we're using is like ridiculously huge by like real life standards, but compared to the other ridiculously huge swords, it seems slender and graceful. Could you tell me who wrote this, you hot sexy alchemist lady? Little El Amigo, huh? Go talk to Gundobald, huh? Oh, very well. We'll do that after we go to the Alamegan Quarter and see what's up with our other quest lines. Hey, there's Aruntia. What's up, you sexy red mage mentor? Can you really call Clyde a student anymore, dude? Grave robbers, huh? Tomb of the Errant Sword, huh? Very well. I'm not sure how much time we have left. I'm almost under a sneaking suspicion that